Lifestyle diseases are becoming more and more prevalent, according to statistics, specifically diseases such as type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular diseases. Our genetic code is one reason for this, but another important cause may be the composition of the bacteria living in our intestinal tract. We can't change our genetic code, but we can affect our intestinal microbes by changing our dietary habits. All the foods we eat end up in our intestinal tract. We can digest more of it ourselves. For some types of food, however, we need help from the intestinal microbes. Bacterial species vary greatly in their food preferences. Therefore, it is possible to affect the composition of your intestinal microbes through your diet. This may importantly impact the prevention of lifestyle diseases. This link is the main focus of the Center for Gut, Grains and Greens, abbreviated to the 3G Center, which is managed by the DTU Food Institute near Copenhagen. The centre is supported by €4.7 million in grant funding from the Danish Council for Strategic Research and is co-financed with around €3 million from project partners, including some of Denmark's and the world's leading researchers in this field. The researchers come from both the Technical University of Denmark and the University of Copenhagen. American universities such as Harvard and large companies such as DuPont and Tectonic are also participants. The center was started on the 1st of April 2012 and is headed by Professor Tine Rask-Licht.
Vi ved, at de bakterier, der er i tarmen, hele tiden snakker med vores immunsystem, og vi ved, at sammensætningen af dem betyder noget for den måde, immunsystemet reagerer.
The project is devoted to the prevention of lifestyle diseases through the development of specific dietary guidelines and functional foods. In order to establish new knowledge, researchers combine studies on humans with animal testing, lab studies, and advanced methods for mapping and analyzing intestinal bacteria. Especially the development of new methods for gene sequencing and of the computational ability to map and analyze large amounts of bacterial genetic code are crucial in enabling researchers to better understand the complex life in the human intestinal system. A great deal of research worldwide indicates that a diet consisting of a lot of fibers and whole grain has a positive effect on our health. But what actually happens in the intestinal tract and the rest of the body when we eat whole grain products? Is it really healthy for people predisposed to type 2 diabetes to eat whole grain products? On the other hand, is it unhealthy to eat wheat products with a high content of gluten? How do different diets affect the balance of the intestinal bacterial ecosystem? And how do they affect the risk of developing lifestyle diseases? A large-scale test is being planned, in which researchers will test the effects of whole grain and gluten respectively on 120 individuals who are at risk for type 2 diabetes.
Det, der er vigtigt her, det er, at vi også gerne vil forstå, om vores tarmflora, om den er en del af årsagen til, om vi har højere eller lavere risiko for de her sygdomme.
To find out whether gut bacteria are part of the cause of an elevated disease risk, researchers plan to transplant intestinal bacterial ecosystems into so-called germ-free animals born without intestinal microbes. Will the disease follow? Similar Dutch tests indicate that you can change the risk of diabetes by replacing a sick person's intestinal microbes with gut microbes from healthy people. The 3G Center hopes their research will result in better and new dietary guidelines, as well as specifically designed food which will benefit people at risk of developing lifestyle diseases. This effort may help reduce the prevalence of diabetes and cardiovascular diseases. A reduction of a mere few percentage points would have a considerable impact for both patients' quality of life as well as for society, which would be able to devote spending to problems other than the main secondary diseases that often affect people with diabetes or cardiovascular problems.